Hi, welcome to my channel to talk about. I'm reviewing The Sable Quean, a book of the Redwall series by Brian Jacques. Vermin complain about their leaders, Zwilt the Shade and the Sable Quean, and what they will do to stand up against them. When Zwilt the Shade shows up, a sable with dark eyes and a purple cloak. He teaches the vermin with death about listening to the leaders and fearing them. Then he disappears, and he does this throughout the vermin army, teaching them about fear and obedience. The young hare and blade master at Salamandestrum, named Buckler Cordon, or just Buckler, is disrespectful against his leaders and rebellious. So he's sent on a journey to Redwall to help change him with his friend Subaltern Militon Gubthorpe Digglethwaite, or just Diggs, a fat, gluttonous hare who doesn't like the idea of a journey. The vermin, in the meanwhile, want to take Redwall, but they aren't allowed to attack it. They instead kidnap young ones all over Mossflower. At Redwall, the shrews, the Log's children, the Weatherspike performing players, and others, setting everyone into alarm. Many good beasts come to Redwall searching for their young ones, and through a vermin who entered Redwall that they capture and Martin the Warrior, those words, they find clues to where the vermin are, their hideout, but they find it hard to find in Mossflower. The prisoners come to this hideout, a place where even the most of the vermin army don't know where its location is and aren't shown to this place. And the prisoners try to escape it through tunnels and other ways, but the vermin leaders are very cruel. The Sable Quean and Zwilt the Shade are even enemies of each other, only using each other for their advantage. The Sable Quean then comes to Redwall with a few prisoners, threatening that she will do something horrible, and if she doesn't get what she wants. Then she leaves back to her hideout, saying that she will return. The Redwallers are given different help to find the hideout, but the battle eventually comes to Redwall, while the prisoners try to escape their problems and just go to another problem that is just as bad, and they become grown warriors. I'm going to talk about some of the characters that I thought important in this book that I enjoyed. The first one is Buckler, which obviously is one of the main characters, the hare Buckler, who is a very rebellious, wild hare who is a great at the sword, a blade master from Salamandestron, who learns to very quickly learns to be different and he's a very good leader and becomes the warrior and helper everyone needs. While his friend, his good best friend Diggs, is basically the exact opposite of him. He is a gluttonous fat hare who I really enjoyed this hare. He's a character, a personality but he's also a warrior. Even from the start, he is a warrior, even though he doesn't necessarily want to do everything. He is a warrior, and I think he's very helpful to everyone. And he grows and becomes a different character, an interesting character at a time in this book. Flib, the shrew, is a daughter of the Log, who is captured and has a lot of different things happen to her, who is a wild shrew, a reckless shrew, very strong and strong-willed. The hedgehog, Oakheart, is the leader of his Witherspike performing players, who is a warrior and helper and defender of his group. An actor, by far, definitely an actor first, but a warrior when he is needed. Buckler's brother's wife, Clarina, has a very sad, emotional story, but one that is great, where she becomes this great, strong character who is very important to this story. The mole Oxtel is huge and warrior-like, and who's also a berserker and just has the blood wrath and goes and is a great helper to the good beasts, and as he destroys the enemy. The badger Ambry is seeking a friend and has visions of the mountain Salamandestrum, and comes to their rescue in the story. Trigger Frapp is a crazy hedgehog who brings a horror-like element to the story, and a very interesting part of this book. Viola, the Sable Quean, is the leader of the vermin in this story, the queen of the vermin in this story, who leads through fear and deception, and is a great planner, and has a poisonous blade that she uses on people in secret. Whereas her leader, Zwilt the Shade, kind of also is almost the same level as her, as he plans against her in many ways, but also follows her. And he's a tricky creature, a brute, likes to fight all the time, but he's also smart and does his own planning along the way. This is a great book of the Redwall series that I really enjoyed personally. I right away had memories of this book from the first time I read it, and for whatever reason, this one very specifically, I had memories of with Zwilt the Shade. I really remembered his character, and I really liked the horror elements with the crazy hedgehog and the island in this story. It was very unique and horrifying with the young ones in this story, and I liked how Redwall was a great, warm, and safe-feeling place, a place of feasts in this book that I always really enjoy. And I really like the map, the unique map of this story as well. Thanks for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, please like and subscribe for more. See you next time.